Hey, that generic industrial rock and roll music tells me we are back, and you are back, and you've got the award-winning Texas Radio Hall of Fame inducted Dudley and Bob with Matt radio program without Dale today. He had his procedure. His wife Amanda told me when I called about 10 o'clock this morning that the doctors say it went well.
Good. She's okay, too? Didn't seem stressed. She's okay?
I think she was counting them dollar bills.
Oh, man.
You know?
And cameras are thanks to Renegade.net.
Oh,
Renegade Truck.
RenegadeTruck.net. Thank you, Renegade. Thank you, Jim, for sponsoring this. If we forget once in a while, I'll say it again. RenegadeTruck.net. Yeah, so everything apparently went well. Wouldn't be surprised if... I don't know if he was... When I called about 10:30, he was still out like a light.
He sent... I saw a text he sent to Jack and the Dudes, and he said, you know, when you have a procedure, they give you pain medication and stuff for the next day or something.
Right.
But you're always like, I don't think I'm going to need it. I feel great. You have all that, the knockout stuff still in your body, and you feel pretty effing good. And he was saying that I think he was...
Well, remember how Dale operates.
He's going to be
insanely
depressed.
Well, no, whenever they say, hey, here's your... They give you the little Dixie cup with the pain meds in it, and they say, take this, and he's always like, say, Doc, you don't know me, but... that's not going to really put me out. You're going to need, you got to double this. I know me. You don't know me. You got to double the dose.
Well.
And they usually comply.
I wish him well.
Speaking of medical things, I know we're all wearing masks these days. And this is the rock and roll show, by the way. We've already had one rock and roll story today. We got many more to follow.
We've had two, if you think about it.
Well, we talked about the national anthem, too.
I feel like I had a rock and roll element to it.
And I talked about how I used to jump seats at concerts.
Well, we talked about Red Hot Chili Peppers. We've had actually quite a few.
There's actually another Red Hot Chili Peppers story in the news that we'll get to as well.
About the new Red Hot Chili Peppers, not the
It's about their new album and what it has to, how it relates to the state of Texas. But that's coming. Right now I want to talk about masks. We all have to wear them. I think we're all getting used to it. This is life going into the future. We may never, in our lifetime, stop wearing them. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with it.
Do you know?
I think even before the pandemic, I always wanted to wear a mask, but was too embarrassed. Because I saw other people, other nationalities wearing them for allergy reasons or
that
pollution.
Hot Japanese radio broadcaster that you flirted with in Ireland. Sorry, is your wife listening today?
It's hard to...
What was her name?
I don't know.
Coco?
I don't know.
She loved you, too.
All the whole Japanese team loved me.
That smoking hot girl, though.
She
loved... Every year, I saw her the third year or something, and she just came up and she just said to me, where's Bob?
Anyway,
I was like, he's coming, don't worry.
I went to I don't know if it was the Home Depot or the Blue Store the other day, and I saw a package of 3 masks. I go, oh, these look nice. It's a dark gray color. 3M makes them, so they got to be good. And I wore it today, and Matt goes, oh, where'd you get that mask? And I go, oh, I got it at the big box store, and come three in a pack for $15. He goes, I want to wear it for the cameras. This is a visual thing, because we're on camera. He goes, that's the Korean cut. Or what did you say to me?
I said, yeah, it's a Korea cut.
I didn't even know they were different. Can you see that on the...
Well,
am I too close?
Yeah, you're too... I think you might be too close,
Dylan,
Bob.
am I too close to the camera? Back up?
Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't know they were different cuts. Tell me about the Korean cut. What don't I know about the mask I'm wearing?
I found out about this kind of cut of mask because do you remember when Apple decided to come out with their own masks for
the geniuses? Or for
their employees. They had these packs of 3, and they were masks that could be worn a little bit longer. They were still disposable, but they allowed you to breathe easier, but would block out more stuff.
Yeah, because it doesn't...
But they weren't going to sell them to the public. It was just for their employees they were making them. And I remember looking at the cut, and I was like, oh, that's different. I wonder why they opted for that. Well, then I started doing a little research, and I found out that there are 2 shapes of masks, prominent masks, that are made well these really well-made masks that come out of Korea. And it's what a lot of the Asian cultures wear. And there's two. There's one that looks like you took a duckbill and turned it sideways, and it looks ridiculous. It sticks way out in front of your face, and I'm like,
That's not a good look on anybody.
I don't care so much about style that I can't do
I
that.
do.
But I just like, nah, I can't.
Clearly, I do.
But then I started looking, and I saw that there was this cut that you're wearing right now, which forces it to create like this little cup around your face.
Mhm. It's got a fold a third of the way down and a third of the way up.
Right, but then also it puts pressure on you because there's anything I can't stand. It's talking to someone with a mask, and their mask just keeps falling off their nose, and it's not because they're an idiot. It's just that it won't stay up there. That thing hugs your face.
Yeah, I'm not getting
But
as much fog on my glasses.
No,
either.
it's great. But when I started looking into it, I thought, well, I'm going to buy a bunch of these.
You couldn't find them.
Couldn't find them because all of the eastern part of the world got into them first because they know that they're great masks and they fit well, and you don't look as ridiculous in them.
Here's another thing. It's not touching my mouth.
It doesn't touch your mouth.
And it's not bending my nose down
Right.
where I feel like I can't
So
breathe.
I started reading about it.
I'm going to take it off so I can...
I have this one that's made by a little old lady, and every time you buy one of her masks, she gives money to a charity. So my
kind of
wife-
like Bombas socks?
Yeah, my wife found these on, and it's this kind of that you see that has like the Louverlure
Wait a minute.
blinds on it.
Where is this? Is that on my glasses?
Yeah, it's attached to your
what I
glasses.
look like
You do look like an idiot. I have this one that has the little stripes across it.
What the...
And it fogs up my glasses, and it's not that great. But my wife wanted to take care of this little old lady, so I said, "Yeah, get them from her." Now, you've touched on something because I just recently purchased a stash of they're disposables. They can be worn quite a few times. K94, these Korean masks that are cut like that. And my wife said, "Why are you gonna spend all that money and have those shipped if we're gonna be done with masks soon?" And I said, "Well, it's one of two things. One, we're never gonna get everybody vaccinated, and we'll be in masks for a while. But also, you touched on something. I never would have worn a mask in the past because they seemed weird and uncomfortable, and it took me a while to get used to this thing when we all did this. But I gotta tell you what, my man, I don't think I'll ever get on an airplane again without wearing a mask. Has nothing to do with COVID, too. It has to do with I can't touch my face or my nose, right?
Right.
How often did I used to get sick?
All the time.
It was a joke.
Especially allergies
My
or
nickname
colds.
on the show used to be Bubble Boy because I was constantly sick.
And then you would get bronchitis.
And here, but it's been a year. And
know.
part of it, I think, is wearing this mask. I think I'm just a filthy human being. I touch crap all day long. I got the kids. And then I have a habit, especially got a mustache, do this kind of stuff or whatever. It's cut way down that I don't think I'll ever get on a public plane again.
Or any form of public transportation.
And I don't care what I know that we used to all travel internationally, and you would always look at the Asians traveling and think, my God, look at them with their masks, like they're just afraid of the world. Now I'm just like, you know what? They were way on something way early.
They were early adopters, and they got it right.
I'm into it.
So I'll never go back. That's the 3M Korean mask for your entertainment on the Rock and
Now
Roll
the
Show.
other mask I ordered is leather, and it has a zipper over the mouth.
Yeah, I saw it in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I also have that one. I'm going to wear that one on a plane a lot, too, when I'm flying.
Chewy, do you have a preference in mask?
In women?
Mask styles or...
You know, I still haven't went all the way and got like a designer mask like you guys. I still just have the, whatever.
Oh, if you go to Home
Thanks.
Depot now, you can get these. You can get Tommy Copper. You know, if you want to have copper in the mask. I don't know
What is that supposed to do? Come on, what kind of scam is that?
And then, or you can get like a Texas flag on a mask, or you can get your favorite tool company's name on a mask. They got all kinds of great masks at the big box stores.
I have a weird thing where it's like, I don't think this is going to last type thing. I still haven't officially bought myself headphones for my radio career. Because I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be doing this next year. And the same thing goes for the mask thing. I'm like, it's going to be gone.
Can I tell
you
you
do this
Can I
job
tell
without
you
good
something?
headphones?
But you want me to tell you where I think you're a smart guy and where you're almost prescient, which is an important word that I've learned. Do you know what? Do you know?
Slur?
Yeah. Here's why I think you're smart. You don't want to buy headphones because you say to yourself, I'm not going to be here in a year. And I want to let you know you won't. Bob and I have discussed this, and this is your last week.
I can
so,
perceive it.
Good move on your part, man.
Good
Proud,
move.
Yeah.
proud of you, bro.
That's me on mask.
So, Chewy, I got something here. I saw that you posted something on the Facebook. It's a closed group, ladies and gentlemen. Not everybody can get in, but it's a show prep page. And have you got beef with Kim Kardashian or something?
No, I don't have any beef. I just thought this whole thing was entertaining, and I'll throw this up here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if I can
Gonna
find
put up
it
on the
again.
screen, so we will have something visual for Dylan to focus in on.
Yeah, and it's something that Tracy really liked, just to give you a forewarning of what kind of thing this is. But
So this is the kind of thing you would see on E or on Bravo,
Oh, yeah.
and like Andy Cohen show
sure,
or something.
Kim Kardashian posted about it as well on Instagram. She let's find out what she said here. She said, "Don't play with me when it comes to my kids. Get out of here." Oh God. My daughter and her best friend have been taking a serious oil painting class. Instagram went in on her because her kid, I guess, is like 7. I think that's how old Northwest is. But I mean, this was her painting here. See, like you see that right there? Her and her
Yeah.
best friend, I guess, painted the same thing.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, and so
It's
everybody
kind of very
started,
Bob Rossy.
That's why my joke at the very beginning was Michelangelo, Picasso, Northwest. Because that, I mean, isn't that a little too amazing for a 7-year-old?
Not really, and I'll explain. Let me
Please,
explain. I can't
please
see
explain.
because it was pretty small. Is there any way you could blow it up for Dylan? I don't want him to get a bad grade on today's show.
Let me try to
because he's
find
not.
out here.
There's got to be a better picture of that.
Turn your
painting.
phone sideways.
I don't know if that
It's an oil painting, much in the style, maybe not as refined as a Bob Ross, but much in the Bob Ross style. And I will say that.
Bob,
Guess
you got to
I'm- I
say
guess
we're on
I've
radio.
done- I
You
guess
can't
I've-
just keep saying I will say.
I don't want to make it sound like I could do that, though I think I could. I've never tried.
What, you could
But-
dunk on a 7-year-old?
But it's that kind of painting. It's very little about art and more about the process. If you've watched Bob Ross paint,
and they show.
it's
hey,
like, okay, now you draw these 2 brown lines down on the side of the screen, and they teach you about the law of thirds and all that, and how to compose a picture. But you do these 2 brown lines on the side and here's a little green hill, and now you've got some trees, and now
in
here's
case you've
how
been following
now
along
you,
the last couple
Okay,
days,
well,
the
now you-
lines are
now you
actually
grab-
black, but Bob refuses to call them
you
black
grab
lines.
you grab this knife and you put a little bit of burnt umber on it, and now you put it and you drag it
Stop.
down that side of that tree, and now you've got bark.
Your 7-year-old.
now
Evan,
now you've
Dylan,
got bark,
Cody.
and
Could any of them done this?
I think so.
I think so.
Your 7-year-old
I think
can do
and
that.
a lot of these paintings, that, like if you go to a furniture store and you see a lot of paintings like this with Mount Fuji,
They're literally made by
or-
12-year-olds.
or seagulls flying above some
Usually you're at the Red
foaming
Lion
waves.
Inn and you see
Right.
all these starving
Right.
artist sales, they call them.
And those are made by, I don't want to say they're kids, I don't know, but they're made by people in a factory.
Sweatshops.
And each person and it's a line of people with paint, and one person might do the tree trunk. Then the painting goes down to the next person, and they put the brown bark on the tree trunk. And then it goes down to the next person, and they do the clouds. And then the next person does the seagulls.
Mm-hmm.
And they produce thousands, if not millions, of the same paintings and designs.
And
You've
then
all
you get
seen 'em.
drunk on a cruise
get-
ship and you overpay for it.
Exactly. Or you get drunk at the Red Lion Inn on a Saturday. You're
Now,
just going there for the fajita buffet. You see, oh, there's an art show.
Can I interrupt
Honey?
with something? You're on Instagram, right? For this, to where you found this, or were you on Facebook?
Yeah,
where you
this
showed
was
us?
on Kim's Instagram story.
Show where you had the original story up on Facebook. Will you go back to that?
Yeah, it was
where
the
you were.
Shade Room.
Okay. No, let's get out of Instagram. You were. I think you were in the show prep site is where you first were, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
let me ask you
people
something.
are hating on this poor kid because they did this great work of manufactured art.
Well, I'm
People
one of the
hate
dummies
successful
that
people.
I can't draw. Or
If
I'm not an
somebody
artist, nowhere
showed you
near
how
it.
to do that and said,
It still wouldn't look like that, Bob.
have you seen Bob Ross paint?
I guess some people have it, some people
He
don't.
can draw an entire mountain with snow and cliffs in
30
2
minutes.
seconds.
And I've seen a person
In 2
try
seconds
to
with a-
replicate that, and it looks like stick people and a bunch of doo-doo. I mean, I don't know what to believe because I mean, you're giving me one thing. You're saying 7-year-olds do that all day.
No,
So you
I'm
feel
not saying any
so
7-year-old.
part of
but
you feels like Kim is trying to flex on all y'all. My son's
Yeah,
better
I think
than y'all.
somebody either like helped a hand
Maybe.
with a stroke or I don't know.
maybe.
Have you ever had somebody help a hand with a stroke?
Not at that age.
But think of the self-esteem.
CJ did.
What do you,
Hey.
I think it's doable. I think there may have been a lot of help from the teacher, maybe, but I think this kind of painting, like I said, is less about art and creativity and more about
No.
process, like paint by numbers almost.
I asked
I
y'all.
don't-
Y'all are watching kids. Y'all
Look.
have kids. I mean,
Yeah, I'm telling you that I don't have an answer. I don't think it's probably as good as you think it is. It's a picture. It probably has a filter on it, whatever. But I want to get back to the original thing because when you first popped the story open, you went whoa, and you moved over because you opened up your Messenger account, and I want us to go back to that Messenger account, and I think we need to look in there a little bit.
All right.
Oh, there we go. I think that was it. Was it that?
No, this
you
is
had
this
some
is a
messages up.
surge. No, your messages you have to actually go over to the
You had some
thing on the
messages.
main
You had
screen.
some, when you first popped this open. You had some messages.
No,
open,
you're
bro.
confusing the search bar for the messages.
No, no.
What are you trying? Where are you going?
Like when I go like this
What'd you
and
find,
search,
Matt? What are you accusing him of?
and I go Kim.
No, that's not
These
what. That's
different
not
names
at all.
pop
At
up?
all.
What did you see that you or what did you think you
What
saw?
is that? Hello.
These are all suggested
who is she?
videos. Do
Who-
y'all not go on
Dude,
Instagram?
Who
This is your-
painted her?
Dude, do you want to see my suggested videos? It's
Look, this is what they suggest for me, and I mean, obviously, that's
All right,
Pretty
let's
much
all,
on my
let's
Instagram.
You
all
wanna
do
know
our
what's
suggested
embarrassing?
videos real quick because I know what mine are without even looking. It's Cam Girls, Springsteen, a bunch of people bowling strikes for some reason, and there's one other main category that I have. Let me see. Search. And stereo equipment, like amplifiers and stuff, and speakers
all right.
pulsing to the beat.
what are yours?
Here's mine. You ready? I'll put them on the screen. I'll share with
alter.
everybody.
Hold on, let me get off here.
I bet you're gonna get off. I saw that girl.
And pizzas.
Give it back. Give it back. Here we go.
I've
Ready?
got 5 things that.
Here's mine.
Oh, I thought
Watches?
that woman was turned around.
It's watches.
How do you get away with not having a bunch of cam girls?
That's what
it's
you're. that's-
watches.
Mine's like 90%.
Look, this right here. It's tons of this. Lifted Subarus.
That's what your algorithms.
Lifted Subarus. Look at that. How old is that? That's a 1984 Toyota Hilux truck. Yeah, that's mainly it. And for some reason, the algorithm thinks that I want to see grown men getting their beards cut and stuff. I don't know why I get that. It's always in foreign countries, and they're always getting their beards lined out. And then I must have looked at a watch one day, and now I get thousands of watch pictures. And then recently they started doing this, putting these little videos in there. But I don't hit them because I don't want any more of them.
You're gonna get them as long as you
I'm a man.
hover over whatever it is. Mine didn't have. You saw what mine was. It was just all booties.
Yeah,
No.
mine's all.
Oh, wait.
Whoa, what is? Hold on.
You got a girlfriend?
What brought you that algorithm? What algorithm brought that to you?
Wait a minute, whose is that? Is that your
That's
phone, Matt?
Matt's.
Yeah. What do you mean? What algorithm
got
brought me
moves.
I
that?
mean, that suggested
Have
video.
the cameras ever been on in this room when I wasn't stuffing my own face?
Yeah, all right, that's true.
Who's got moves? That's all I say. I don't
Oh,
wanna
whoa! What on earth is that? Oh, come to daddy.
That's an old Bronco. isn't it?
Montana Bronco is the account. Look at that fade on the side of that truck.
You need to follow
But how
that
does
one.
it know? Like,
I don't know, but
How
that's
does it
what I want
know
to do
what
with my
to-
own taco right
how does
there.
it propagate?
Holy S.
Like, mine has got to be.
It's connected to Facebook.
Mine's
too.
more than 30% hot chicks. Maybe 10% pizzas
It knows what
made
you're doing.
in home kitchens.
That's what I wasn't surprised
20%
either.
stereo equipment. 25% Springsteen, and then
Yeah, I just
I
don't
have people
do-
just bowling strikes at
regular
various bowling
porn.
alleys around the country.
I also do food porn too, so I didn't see any food videos in mine. I don't know what the algorithms want.
That's crazy. And how
Look at
many
that.
different things
Look
that,
at
and why does
this.
you know what comes up a lot in mine is Bono from U2. Is he in everybody's? I never search anything on Bono or U2.
Just saw a great story posted probably by Will Brucher from Brucher Foundation, who always sends me fun stuff, that Bono wrote to Captain Beefheart and wrote him and said, I would love to collaborate. This is younger days,
Yeah.
very early
Right.
YouTube, and said, I would love to collaborate on something in the future. I'm a big fan of yours. And Beefheart wrote back, Dear Bongo, no.
Dear Bongo. Dear Bongo.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Hey, there's rock and roll. 2 more references. Bono and Captain Beefheart on the Rock and Roll Show today.
I'm kind of upset. I feel like less of a man. Trucks and cars are still kind of rock and roll. But looking at your suggested algorithm, Chewy,
Yeah, I'm a pervert, man. I don't know what to
yours
tell
is
Was
you.
just
it all
straight
girls?
All booty. All booty. The entire thing, which is
There's
booty,
nothing
booty,
else
booty,
you
booty,
aspire
booty,
to
booty.
besides booty, like a car.
You can't even say
or
booty. You're so
I know,
far
I'm
removed,
so-
you called it birdie.
It is birdie. Birdie num num.
A booty
is,
in the hand.
Is there anything else that you? I'm surprised there's like guys. There's not guys rolling joints with one hand or something on your deal, or blunts.
It's the same
I
thing.
only follow 2 of those accounts, I think, and one of them is bong rips and big.
Yeah.
So you're
And then
getting
so
the
it's
best
still-
of both worlds.
It's still included. So
Basically, Instagram is just what you want in life.
yeah.
Mine's just like fancy mechanical watches and a bunch of trucks from the 1970s. Yours is big booty. My wife's is probably just new husbands, firemen, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if I show up on her.
Bob's is a sofa that can fit his
Oh
wife.
God, I didn't want to bring it in. I didn't even want to talk about it today. I agonized.
talk
You know
about
how you couldn't sleep last night?
Yeah.
Me either. Hey, we got to say goodbye to the cameras. Thank you to RenegadeTruck.net for sponsoring this, and we'll see you again on Friday on camera. And then the whole camera thing is going to morph into something else in the mornings and in the afternoons. We're working all that out, but there may be more screen time coming your way on the Dudley and Bob with Matt show or the Matt and question mark show. So stay tuned for news. And who's got New Dawn?
I do. I'm going to
We'll
tell
be back.
people about New Dawn really like